Hi, it's Sista Lyn. Thank you very much for joining me today on Spiritual PsychoBabble. Today, we're going to talk about unity again, okay? But this time we're going to talk about it a little bit differently, because the fact is that as Americans, I feel like, especially as American women, that we need to do what we can to unify this country. And I've never seen it so divided in my 50 years of life. When I came into the world, it was definitely during the, the hippie days, the peace and love, sexual revolution. It was legalization of abortion. Things were a lot different then. The age of TV was still young. They were just learning that they could manipulate people's brains with it. The world was a very simple place, it seemed like at the time, compared to nowadays. I mean, now you got so many choices. But when I was 3, and most of my life, people would say, well, what do you want to do when you grow up? I want to be a housewife and a mom. I mean, that was it. I'm going to clean my house. I'm going to take care of my babies. I'm going to, buy groceries and watch The Young and the Restless in General Hospital. I mean, that was my career path right there. Well, then, you get a little bit older and you learn that that's not really an option. We went from future homemakers of America to the family, career, and community leaders of America. Okay, that's great. That's nice. But what about the fine art of homemaking? What about the fine art of actual femininity, okay? Being a female. I mean, it's great that we can be equal. I mean, I love that. I love everybody. I mean, I really do. But the fact is that why do we have to be anti anything? I mean, what's wrong with being a middle-aged white woman and wanting to be a good wife and wanting to be a mom and respecting good old-fashioned values? There's nothing wrong with that, okay? So really, I think that needs to be celebrated. And what we're doing is when we are anti anything, the way we are anti-ing this president is shameful. I'm embarrassed by the behavior of these of the haters. And when I thought it was bad enough when President Obama became president, all the people that were like the black haters just shocked me. I was just like, seriously? I voted for him because I thought he was really cool and he had some great ideas on change. And I had been a conservative Republican my entire life because that's how I was raised. So I voted for Obama. And the fact of the matter was, at the end of the 8 years, I really didn't feel like I got everything out of it that I wanted to. So, I considered my options. And yeah, it would have been great to have a woman president, but not that woman, okay? So if my choices came down to Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton, I'm going to throw my support to Donald Trump 100%, 110%. Okay, and the fact of the matter is, sure, when he was young, he said dumb things. Sure, he's filthy rich. He could buy anybody, he could do anything he wants to do. But you know what he wants to do? He wants to be the president of the United States. Not for the power, not so he can bomb anybody, not so he can be like, hey, I'm President Donald Trump, I'm going to go play golf. No, he did that because he was called by God. And I know that sounds like a lunatic ranting, but that's the fact of the matter is, President Trump wanted to do something, okay? He asked God, and God said, you're the man. So God chose him to lead the free country. Okay? Now, so when you fight Donald Trump, you're kind of, in my opinion, fighting God. Okay? Now, granted, he's not going to do everything the way we want it done. And I'm not saying just blindly support everything the man does. What I'm saying is give him a fucking chance. I'm really tired of every time I turn on any type of media, all this president bashing is really, really starting to piss me off. And, the fact of the matter is nobody's even giving him a chance. He's been in office for about a month. He's made some drastic changes. He is not Hitler. He is an American citizen. He's a white guy, born here just like you and me. His parents were like immigrant kind of people. What he's trying to do is keep us safe, keep our country safe, so that we can continue to be a free and prosperous nation. That is not hard to understand. Now, if you don't like the way he's doing it, there are the ways, protesting. That's all great and fine and everything. But becoming so hateful and passionate and venomous, towards this person who is trying to help us, I think that's really sad. And the fact that it was done in the name of, that like the women do it, in the name of feminism and stuff. Yeah. Well, I am going to say that they don't speak for me. Okay. I mean, I appreciate the voice of the women that feel like they're oppressed or feel like they have something to revolt against because, I mean, they already have legal abortion. They already have all the rights as men, and free birth control. So, and not only that, but most states actually have, like, most of the mom rights are pretty fair for us. I mean, if you have to honestly be truthful. So really, I'm not sure what we're fighting for. I'm not sure what you're fighting for. I'm not fighting for anything except for the unification of everybody. Can we just hug it out? I mean, like the brutality and the ugliness of some of these fights. I mean, it's unnecessary. I mean, that's not ladylike. And I mean, not all ladies are ladylike. I get that, but why? I mean, why can't we celebrate being a lady? And there's nothing wrong with that. It's a beautiful art. We've been ladies all these generations before us, and I'm not saying go back to the days where everything was like all male oriented and patriarchal. I mean, because the fact of the matter is we know that the queens do much better than the kings. But the fact is that we're not going to do that. There is not going to be a queen if we can't stand together in unity and respect and love each other. We need to hear each other. I understand. I hear you. I hear that there's something that you're fighting against. Okay? Well, I'm fighting against it too. But it's not Donald Trump. It's the system that has oppressed us. Donald Trump, President Donald Trump, the elected President of the United States, President Donald Trump, that one, he is trying to fix the bullshit problems that have been going on for years because he is one of us. Okay? I mean, granted, he's not like one of us, like, middle class, people or poor people even. But you know what? But the fact is, I mean, he's human, I think. That's a whole other topic right there. But, let's just give him a break, okay? Can everybody just pray for him? Can we just say, God bless Donald Trump. God bless you, President Trump. Thank you. Thank you. And appreciation and gratitude. And not just for him, but his entire staff and administration. Let's give them our support and our prayers. Let's stand together as Americans. We're all Americans. Let's love each other and support each other, okay? I don't know what else to say. Other than, let's crown thy good with brotherhood, but let's call that sisterhood. Let's crown thy good with sisterhood from sea to shining sea. Can we make that a motto, please? Let's crown thy good with sisterhood from sea to shining sea. Let's crown thy good with sisterhood from sea to shining sea. Let's crown thy good with sisterhood from sea to shining sea. Got it? Got it? Got it. Okay, good. Let's do it. Crown thy good with sisterhood from sea to shining sea. Girls, let's communicate. Let's talk heart to heart. Let's stop fighting. Who are we fighting? What are we fighting for? Let's get serious. Let's get collected. Stop fighting. Start loving. Stop hating. Start loving. Okay? That's all I'm going to say about this today. So let's crown thy good with sisterhood from sea to shining sea. And let's get back to the good old-fashioned American values. And sometimes that means letting a girl be a girl. I love you. Mwah. You have a fabulous day. Remember, the word of the day is love. Thank you very much for being here. Peace out.